Hello, everybody. Welcome to a tropical update here. This is just what's currently going on in the Atlantic right now. You can see Tropical Storm Beta not really doing too well here in terms of organization-wise. Fortunately, we got large Hurricane Teddy still going on in the open Atlantic right now. Still a major hurricane here with a huge wind field. We also got Tropical Storm Wilfred still going on right now. Forecast to dissipate in about 60 hours. And then we got the remnants of, well, not the remnants, but post-tropical cyclone Paulette that has a chance of reformation here into a tropical cyclone here that's also going on as well. That's pretty much all that's going on in the world of the tropics here in terms of the Atlantic, and there's also an area of interest in the East Pacific that you might be able to make out on the bottom left of your screen there as well. Here's a look at the latest forecast cone for Tropical Storm Beta, and you can just see how the storm's progressed over the past 3 hours here. You can just see the current track. The current track now has it peaking as a 60-mile-per-hour tropical storm, but since the forecast is in terms of intensity-wise and also in terms of forecast track here, it's still uncertain. That's probably why the National Hurricane Center still have hurricane watches in effect for parts of the Texas coastline here is due to just the unpredictable nature, I guess, of this storm here. It's currently located at 26.8 degrees north, 92.2 degrees west, the maximum sustained moment winds at 60 miles per hour, moving to the north-northeast now at 2 miles per hour, no longer stationary like it was in the last update. As of the 10 p.m. Central Standard Time advisory number 10 here for Saturday, September 19th, 2020 here, as you can see. You can see this also how large the wind field is as well for this tropical storm too. So regardless if it intensifies anymore or not, it has a really decent sized wind field here, and it's already producing coastal flooding in parts of Texas already here along the immediate coastline. So not a good situation here regardless. Here's a radar of from the National Weather Service here, and you can see how the moisture from the storm has been affecting Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, even parts of extreme western Florida here. Some of the moisture associated with Tropical Storm Beta here, really incredible to see that, and they're getting hammered by some occasionally heavy rainfall from this storm. Louisiana has been getting, I think there's a buoy that's just offshore in south central Louisiana that recorded sustained lower end tropical storm force winds, and that's probably why they extended the tropical storm warnings to include some more of the Louisiana coastline because of this large wind field the storm has. Not as large as Hurricane Teddy, but still a decently large wind field. And you can see this is the current look at the infrared satellite imagery for Tropical Storm Beta right now, and you can just see it's just not how kind of disheveled it looks right now. Um, Still a storm to take seriously here, regardless of its looks here. Poses a minor storm surge threat, and for the most part, mostly rainfall and flooding threat for parts of Texas and Louisiana here. As the days and hours go on by with the storm here, and just also wanted to quickly show the new key messages graphic put out by the National Hurricane Center as well. We could stop the video right now and read it as well if we want to, but pretty much the main takeaway from this is that the storm is likely to produce um, really heavy rains and some flooding in spots as well too from the rain that the storm makes, and where the heaviest rain occurs is really still up in the air. Just 2 days ago we were thinking maybe around the Corpus Christi area. Now it's current thinking is probably a little bit north of there now, maybe around the Victoria area of Texas, give or take there. So it's still a fluid environment here. So don't just pay attention to this one forecast track here and take it as gospel, or think that it's gonna 100% happen. If that's what the storm's gonna do here. Forecast intensity and forecast track is still really up in the air with this particular storm here, more so than one could argue than with the Hurricanes Laura and the Hurricanes Hannah earlier this year. Really kind of complicated scenario here. But the current thinking, at least right now, is that the storm is either going to at least slightly intensify, maybe maintain its current intensity that the National Hurricane Center is forecasting, and dump a lot of rain in some part of either maybe just offshore, maybe parts of coastal Texas, Louisiana here. So a threat nonetheless here, regardless of its looks. Then here's a look at Hurricane Teddy. Right now we got the hurricane warning in effect for all of the island of Bermuda here. Not a hurricane warning, a tropical storm warning, I should say, in effect for all of Bermuda here. A really large system here, and As of this current update, as of 11 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, advisory 31. Center is currently located at 21.3 degrees north, 61.2 degrees west, with maximum sustained 1-minute winds at 115 miles per hour. Wind to the northwest at 13 miles per hour, as you can see in this latest forecast cone. And also, like I was saying in a previous update, still poses a threat to Atlantic Canada, perhaps down the line here. So please keep an eye on this storm. Don't necessarily panic about it. Just be aware that this is on, your doorstep per se, and you have plenty of time to prepare for it if the situation does arise where forecast actually comes to fruition here and you guys have to either evacuate or stay in place where you are. Of course, listen to your local officials around the area, and they know what exactly you guys should do. They're trained to be doing and making the decisions they make here. Just make sure you pay attention to the local officials here. And unfortunately, um, not even not even a week after Bermuda got impacted by Hurricane Paulette, they're unfortunately facing another hurricane threat to the country here. Unfortunately, to the island nation of Bermuda. Um, unfortunately, and here's a look at Hurricane Teddy on infrared satellite imagery here, and you can see just how the storm's currently progressed over the past 3 hours. And you could see earlier a really large hurricane here, and it's trying to form that really huge eye there. But it looks like since then it has, for the most part, collapsed here, and fortunately it's collapsed. And you can just see how the storm's progressed over the past 3 hours. Still a formidable hurricane and a large, damaging hurricane, regardless here. In fact, the National Hurricane Center is predicting some increased tides and increased rip current risks for pretty much most or maybe all of the United States East Coast here as the storm passes on by due to its large size and large influence over the waters of the Atlantic Basin right now. So just be aware of that if you're going to be on the coastline of the East Coast. Just make sure you stay away from the water, for the next few days as the storm passes. And after that, of course, you could, go back along the coastline doing what you want to do there. And here's a quick look at Tropical Storm Wilfred right now, because as you can see, not really much of a threat to anybody. Fortunately, forecast to dissipate in about 60 hours from now, and really only a threat for any boaters, marinas, just that happen to be in the immediate area with this tropical storm here. So not really much to talk about on that front there. And you can see just how the storm looks like right now, being sheared heavily by the outflow, being shoved right into the tropical storm. So that's why it's not really doing the best right now. Had Wilfred not been, not Wilfred, had Teddy not been in the area it's in right now, could have been looking at a completely different scenario than we are right now with Tropical Storm Wilfred right now. So really fortunate to see this storm being sheared right now the way it is. And again, it's forecast to dissipate in about 60 hours from now with time. So I believe that's about it for this update here. Hope everybody has a great day. And well, hope everybody stays safe here and pay attention to the tropics here. It's going to be a busy hurricane season, and it already has been a busy hurricane season, actually, I should say. So just please keep an eye on the tropics here. Stay up to date with the latest information here. And also, quickly, I just forgot to say, there's a look at what used to be Hurricane Paulette, still turning in Atlantic right now. It has a decent chance of reformation. I forgot to show you guys the graphic here, and we go ahead and quickly show you that while I'm here. And as you can see, it has a 50% chance of formations after the next 40 hours, and then the next 5 days, medium 50% chance of reformation. If it does reform, it will of course be renamed Tropical Storm Paulette or Subtropical Storm Paulette, depending on what the storm actually does. And here's another disturbance in the East Pacific as well to closely watch for those of you guys in Mexico. Has a 60% chance of formations at the next 48 hours, and the next 5 days has a high 80% chance of formation, and that is in the East Pacific here. Fortunately, it's forecast to move away from Mexico, but just keep a close eye on it here. The next coming days may produce some inclement weather for you guys over there. Might be doing it actually right about now, as a matter of fact, here, as it fortunately moves away from you guys as it starts to strengthen here. So that's something to watch as well for you guys in the East Pacific. That's pretty much going to be about it for this tropical update here. I have, of course, all the links that you guys need or want to look at in the description here. And that's pretty much going to be about it from this update. Remember to stay up to date with your local officials here, National Hurricane Center, National Weather Service for life-saving information given to you by official government agencies here. And again, I'll have all the links down below if you guys want to check them out right now. And again, that's pretty much going to be about it for this tropical update here, if I could speak here. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired here. But that's pretty much gonna be about it for this Star Bowl update here. So hope everybody has a great day and that stay safe, of course. Until then, see you guys in the next video.